Okay, good morning. Here we go again. You've avoided all the nastiness of me getting all my daily chores out of the way. And we're now ready to go on a new mission, continuing the storyline with the Iconian. So so now we go with the Iconian, the broken circle. This we discovered them the other day. So now we're going back to see what they've got to offer us. Judging by how fancy their equipment was, where they were shielding an entire planet from everybody, I would imagine we're going to get some good stuff here. I would hope so anyway. If we get logged in, that is. It's hard to work out what it is that keeps everything so slow on these loading pages. So, as you can see, new ship for today. Very pointy. Very big and very slow.
Greetings! On behalf of Captain Cogran and Alliance Command, I am pleased to welcome you to our research station. The Captain is completing his preparations. In the meantime, I will give you a tour of the facility, where we are building a weapon that will end the Iconian threat once and for all. Follow me. Our researchers can explain how the weapon works and answer any questions you may have.
Okay, this sounds good. Oh, we're not going the way I thought.
And here, we have the development area.
How much do you know about the Krenim, 7 of 9?
The Borg have extensive records on the Krenim. They were a species of great interest to the Collective.
I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying us like a bug in a petri dish. I'm not sure I like the idea of the Borg studying anyone.
And what about the Iconians?
The Collective spent a great deal of resources pursuing Iconian technology. They believed the species to be extinct. They were incorrect.
So much for the Borg knowing everything.
The Iconians' technology is far beyond even the capabilities of the Borg.
Fine. But what about shielding the ship that's using the weapon? We haven't solved the paradox problem yet.
This is not my first experience with alternate timelines. It would be possible to develop a form of temporal shielding to protect this vessel from alterations in the timeline.
This is good. This is good. Shield something. Let's see what they've got to say for themselves.
I'm working with one of the teams here to develop the time ship and choose a target. What we do is different from time travel. Anorex's designs are actually for a weapon that can remove elements from the time stream completely, and then time reshapes itself to account for that absence.
This sounds like fiddling with things. I don't know. This is not going to work out well.
In some ways, yes. Once the weapon is fired, it can create an entirely new reality. And anyone or anything that isn't temporally shielded will be a part of that reality. That's why we have to proceed slowly. If we're not careful, we could change everything we know and not even know what's happened. But think of the possibilities. We could reverse the effects of wars, stop threats like the Iconians, even turn back time and eliminate the Borg. This is a weapon, but it's one that can make a better galaxy.
Yeah, sounds problem.
Captain Cogren's briefing is about to begin.
Okay. This sounds like it has a disaster written all over it, doesn't it? I'm sure it won't be. Nothing ever goes wrong. Oh, apart from that.
Greetings. I have heard much about your victories against the Iconians. It is an honor to work with a warrior like yourself. We are...
Ah, there he is. It's very dark in here. Let's turn the lights up.
Greetings. My name is Philip Cray. I'm the liaison from Temporal Investigations for this project. The Federation has some serious concerns about possible violations of the Temporal Prime Directive. Normally, Starfleet personnel are strictly prohibited from directly interfering with historical events, and should make every effort to maintain the timeline. Indeed, that should tell you how serious this war has become. If the Iconians win, there probably won't be anyone left to preserve the timeline. In this instance, my role is to ensure that we succeed in our task with the minimal possible disruption to the timeline, as well as to address any repercussions of those disruptions. I don't disagree. As a Starfleet officer, I am sworn to uphold the Temporal Prime Directive. Not only that, but I have seen firsthand the dangers that come from ignoring it. But as the Vulcans say, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
Unless, as
The
somebody
Iconians
said,
cannot
you're one of the
use
few.
time travel, and that makes it a weapon
good
we
morning.
can use against them. We must consider carefully whether it is too
Oh,
dangerous
afternoon
of a
even.
weapon to use at all.
Let's see. Let's see what goes down.
The war is not going as well as we might wish.
Dum dum.
Our fleets are protecting key worlds, but dozens of other targets have fallen to Herald attacks. Civilian casualties are rising. We need to act. This facility is building a device to turn the tide in our favor. Captain Nog, what is the status of the weapon?
We've had some setbacks, Captain. We're still weeks from a working prototype. No amount of temporal manipulation will change that.
And have you chosen a target for the temporal incursion?
We are still running simulations. We've configured the holodecks to help us evaluate the possible changes that occur after removing an element from the time stream. Some of these scenarios show promise, but none are exactly what you want.
Very well. We cannot afford to wait another day. We are losing this war. We need to strike now. A direct engagement is our only option.
I have a
We
feeling
will
I'll
put
be the one
all
doing
our
the directing.
resources into a full attack on the Iconians.
And what's that Klingon sat up in the
Every
air?
ship we can muster
He
will
is,
be
look.
a part of one massive strike against the Herald Sphere.
He's got a floating
Captain
chair. I'm not
Kahless
happy.
is already moving into position with the Vanguard. Ships here will report to the Herald Sphere as soon as possible. There will be more warriors in Stovokor tonight. But first, we will make the Iconians bleed.
Okay, so I can't remember this one. So we're going in blind. And there's the new ship. Big and pointy. Angry. With its own little flock. The reason I've changed is because I'd finished the mastery on the other one, so I've got the trait now, so I'll go and work towards getting this trait.
You are the last ship to arrive. We are ready to set course for the spin.
I don't think this trait will be useful in other ships though, will it? Looks like a carrier trait, so it doesn't matter. I'll get it out of the way. I've got other ones to come as well. Right, I'll just wait for this again. And did I complete the set? Yes, I've completed. Oh no, I've got one more run to do before I get the nanite screen.
Am I glad to see you? It's just not working. The Iconians are gating in their ships, and they have far more reserves than we anticipated. I've called for a hold on the flagship assault until we regroup. There's no point in a suicide run. First, we need to help our ships in trouble. Can I count on you to help?
As always. Yeah, so that's a hangar.
This is Kahless from the USS Keller. We are losing warp containment and are in need of immediate assistance.
I better hurry up then and stop looking at things.
Requesting immediate assistance!
Okay. What was that noise? Oh, was it that popping in? Oh, I've not put the thingies back on, so I'm wasting my time clicking these. I forgot to put my torpedo launcher back in. Duh. Oh, that's basics. do some repairs on these little buggers. No, in fact, go and get blown up. I don't care. And get new ones. I have a feeling it's completely different playing with a carrier, isn't it? No, it should be. Lots of explosions. God, this thing turns like a barge. Oh, it's about to go bang.
We're falling back.
Yeeks, there's lots of them.
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon does not run from battle.
Oh, always
Farewell,
the Klingons.
Captain.
Always the Klingons.
Today is a good day to die.
All right, people, we've got one shot at this.
We'll take care of the reinforcements. Follow that dreadnought.
We are clear to enter the gateway.
We're falling back.
I cannot do that, Captain. A Klingon does not run from battle.
I bet.
Farewell, Captain.
We just did this, didn't we?
Today is a good day to die.
Somebody's messing with the
All right,
temporals
people,
here, aren't
we've
they?
got one shot at this.
I wonder if that was supposed to happen as part of the story, or if it's just I've got a really weird bug. Or maybe I'm the one that's affecting the timeline by playing this mission. Dun dun dun.
The flagship's shields are down, and it's losing power. Looks like they're trying to interface with the sphere to give themselves a boost. Reinforcements inbound. We need to deal with them.
Where are they? Where are they? I see no reinforcements. Ah. Oh, it's too late to do these now, isn't it? Free to put those boarding parties on there quicker. This isn't too bad.
Boarding parties are on the flagship and reporting heavy resistance. I'll stay here.
Ground fighting, right. Here we go.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Carry on, ship.
Great! We got through. What's your status? Acknowledged. Sensors are picking up power fluctuations near your coordinates. The impact with the Quartar must have disrupted their systems. Start disabling.
Oh. Weapon. Change my weapon back from doing the last run for my Kabali stuff.
Away teams are attacking power junctions, but they are in...
Let's go on, fella.
Away teams reporting in, sir. Heavy resistance and heavy casualties. Detecting life signs and weapon discharges dead ahead.
Let's go do some stuff then. Shoot. Hey, it's what we do.
I am detecting Federation and Herald weapons fire beyond this door. There is also a power junction.
See that they were all stood waiting for me to come in. They weren't actually fighting. I hate it when it does that. Oh, she's going to be pissed. Mm-hmm. Oh, damn.
Matara is retreating. She might be trying to recharge her energy.
If you can see anything here, you're doing better than I can.
Whoa, what are you doing over there? Interesting, but it makes sense. The Iconians are energy beings.
If Herald reinforcements... We need to disable the other junction, sir.
Yep. On it.
There is another power junction ahead.
Then let's do it. Yeah, you just knew that was going to annoy somebody, didn't you? Yeah, right. Where is she?
The demon is weakening. Keep disabling the power junctions.
It's working! She's using her own energy to power the gateways.
Reinforcements, sir! The area is secure. The other interface is just over there.
Thank you.
I am detecting a third junction ahead.
Is everybody alive? Right, let's go. Yep, I'm going the right way.
Another junction just ahead, sir. If we can keep forcing the creature to use her own
What is that
power,
clown doing?
we can weaken her enough to defeat her.
Okay, stop that. Right, let's have a double zone in this time.
I am detecting strong energy signatures ahead. I believe it to be some kind of command signal.
I wish they didn't turn up this time.
Scans confirm her energy readings are decreasing. This could work.
Why is she not here? Oh, I don't say it's bugged. Looks bugged, doesn't it? I wonder how far back it'll send me if I go out. Because without her here to fight, that's never going to open up, is it? Let's go and see if it doesn't open up down here. I'll go back out and start. Tribbles.
The area ahead contains 4 interface junctions.
And it might be that without that other one switched off, she's impossible to beat here anyway. Or she might not even turn up. Oh no, she does. I'm sorry. You're making me feel guilty now. Somebody wake sit up, please. Alright, I'll do it. Oh, that's right, you Elisa, stop floating. Stop it. Stop floating. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it? Those solar gateways are horrible if you don't get them quickly, aren't they?
More reinforcements. Watch your back.
I'm hoping somebody knows something. Well, I'm about to float. Somebody was having a good fun there with the machine guns. Okay, if nobody knows anything, I'm just going to start making things up. She's going to come through with a Zimmer frame or a wheelchair now. Ah, it's old One Arm.
I see clearly now, Ticket. I will stand with you, and these creatures will pay for what they've done.
Oops.
Kill them. Kill them all.
Fall back! Transporter, beam us up!
Oh, we ran away just as we were getting there.
You made it back. Count yourself among the fortunate few. What's the situation on the flagship? I hate to say it, but that might be the first bit of good news I've heard all day. Okay, we need to fall back. While there's still a chance, the Heralds will be coming back in force.
These warriors died well, and they will not be forgotten.
I can't see anything. Oh, it's miles away on the map. that one there, won't it? So, one herald down then, and 1.5 left. Now, what rewards are Starfleet going to throw at me now? Oh, back at the lab. Now you get to build one of these on with your fleet, don't you?
I don't think we have a choice now. We have to complete the Krenum device. Captain Cogran wants it online immediately, but this isn't something we can rush. Cutting corners with temporal mechanics? That's how you end up with unsolvable time paradoxes. Look, I'll do whatever I can, but I'm scared of this technology. Building it will be the greatest challenge of my career. But actually altering time? I'm not sure anyone should have that much power.
Indeed. Ah, Mr. Paris.
I want to personally commend you. Whatever success we had in this mission was thanks to you. The Iconians have lost their leader. Their unity is broken. That might give us an opening to end this war. The cost, though, all those people, I can't help but feel that I failed them.
It's far too dark in here.
Despite the extraordinary efforts of you and many others, our operation was a failure. We're still totaling up the casualties, but the cost was too great. The Heralds still stand. They have lost one Iconian, but if anything, that will only prolong the conflict. Indeed, but that is a small comfort to the warriors who have entered Stovercore this day. Those of us who remain will mourn, and then we survive another day.
And then... Okay, up we go.
Our losses were great today, and we will mourn for every hero who died defending their galaxy. I am a warrior. I believe in honorable combat, direct tactics, and looking my enemy in the eye. Although you did manage to destroy Matara and break the unity of the Iconians, I now see that we cannot use traditional combat to defeat them. Captain Nog and his team will continue their work on the weapon. It may be our only option.
I think we'll have those. Yeah, down to ones first.
The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight. The research teams in the Kahless system require your assistance. They have been running thousands of temporal incursion simulations of how to use the Krenim weapon. But I need an officer with field experience to evaluate the project and its feasibility. You will participate in a focus test of the most promising options. A blade cuts both ways. We must be sure that what this weapon can do to the Iconians does not cause greater harm to us. The war continues, and all...
I shouldn't have opened that. It's just wasted 3 spots in my infantry. However, you get in there. Okay. Right, that's not too bad a little thing then. So I think I'll go straight on to the next one now, because who knows, that Krenim set, I don't know, I've never seen it working full altogether. It might be interesting to actually do that, but that's going to take a while to level this thing up. Straight away. A few fleet operations should get it, or a few Delta patrols, something like that.
Welcome. We have been working with the Krenim to build both this facility and a weapon similar to the one developed by Anoraks in the 22nd century. Captain Nog is running point for the Alliance, but teams from all across the Alpha and Beta quadrants are involved with the research.
Okay.
Captain Nog might be able to explain more. He's waiting for you. It's good to see you too. For a few weeks, I was helping the Alliance research new ways to deactivate Iconian gateways. We were making progress, but it wasn't fast enough to... Yes, I have. I guess the Solanae aren't visiting. Welcome. We have been working with the Krenim. Welcome. Captain Nog might...
Lead the way. See, that's why I think this one that I've got at the moment works well with an engineering type, doesn't it? Just because it makes you very survivable in combat. Particularly when you get the reactive nanites. Where's Nog?
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anorax's records, but we have not attempted to use it yet. Time isn't something you mess around with. So we have been conducting simulations here of possible incursions, as well as developing new ways to protect and store data on various timelines. We've tried a different number of scenarios, but only in the holodeck. Direct action against the Iconians is proving to be problematic, because so much time has passed since they were first a great power. Actually, it would be closer to a 700-year delay if our calculations are correct. The Iconians have had 200,000 years to build their fleets, but we're catching up to them. We've already seen what the 29th century technology can do. Imagine what we'll have in the 32nd century.
I've not got one yet, I don't think. I've got one that likes falling over a lot. No, I've not got a Iconian one yet. Fleet. From the fleet.
Exactly.
Right.
The other potential solution is to cut into the current power base. What if the Iconians never allied with the Alachi or the Solanae? We wouldn't be... The 3 most promising incursions each follow one of these tactics. My teams have been running simulations and refining their targets.
I've got no marks at the moment.
Them using a special quantum recursive algorithm. Our simulators can run the outcome of a possible incursion on the holodeck. Interacting with that simulation will give us more data than just crunching the numbers. We need to really interact with it to see what reality would look like.
Hello. Please allow me to explain what we're doing here. We've determined that if we remove a specific series of stars from the Beta Quadrant in the distant past, a rogue planet will enter the Iconia system and cause massive geological damage at about the same time the planet was bombarded by the Iconians. Maybe the survivors of a natural disaster, if there are any, won't be so vengeful, and none of the stars we will remove have planets with the possibility of developing life. The overall effect on the galaxy is minimal. The number of stars we will have to remove is a concern, which is why we're trying this in a simulation first. But as Captain Nog, it's the best option we have available to us. The holodeck's algorithms have been updated to change and adapt to the data created by the simulated. Once we run the program, you'll be able to interact with our best approximation of the new timeline. Interaction with the holodeck components will allow the program to generate a more in-depth solution and give us a better idea of what to expect. We have set this simulation on a Federation starship patrolling the Sol system, and you are the captain. If all...
Oh dear.
Captain, you're alive! We repelled the intruders on the bridge, but the ship has taken Sir, I'm not sure this is the time. So many people are hurt, and most of the systems are offline. The Dominion stopped firing at us when we lost weapons. Now they're focusing on Earth's defense grid, but it's only a matter of time.
Sir, I tried to fight
This isn't going well.
We can't stop them.
I never expected they would get so far into our defense.
Incoming hail!
USS Ajax. Sensors show your ship is completely defenseless, and I would prefer not...
So only just shy of 15 billion dead. That's not too bad. Right, so basically, without the Iconians to join against, everybody else fights each other and everybody ends up dead.
Hello.
Sorry, we were watching from the control room, and that could have gone better. Even with all that, the simulation data on whether the Iconian, from what we can piece together, the Klingon Empire was never unified by its conflicts against outsiders, and the great houses turned on one another instead. The Romulans took the chaos as an opportunity to attack. The Federation stepped in to help the Klingons, and the war between the three factions basically ripped the quadrant apart. The Dominion then conquered all three weakened power. Agreed. My team will continue working on other possible
Can't be a grease monkey. Look, I can wear white to work.
Another one of you Voyagers? I don't know how you can help, but very well. My team is working on scenarios that reduce the Iconian power base. We're attempting to do so by fixing a mistake that Janeway allowed to happen decades ago. We're going to stop the Vaadwaur from being rediscovered. We plan to do this by preventing Voyager. None of us are going to survive if we don't try to repair the damage you've already done. The goal is to cause us. The simulation is set for the USS Voyager, which is fitting since they caused the problem in the first place. Our projections show that even if the Vaadwaur never return, your people will still find a reason to stick your...
I don't think he likes us very much, does he? Oh, I've got to speak with researcher first. Where's Claude? Claude?
Don't mind Noy. I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krennin's troubles. After all, if Voyager hadn't restored the Vaadwaur, it is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you. My name is Claudia, and I am a Tutarian. We're from a region of the Delta Quadrant Voyager never visited, so we haven't had much contact with species from the Alpha and Beta quadrants until now. However, my world has had close... It is a pleasure to meet you.
Simulation Beta. Here we go.
This is an absolute disaster. I had thought that Admiral Tuvok was being No, it's not. The hierarchy started setting these people against one another before Admiral Tuvok and his team could start to pull them together. The very fact that they all agreed to be in the same room is a minor miracle, eventually. Between Vulcan logic, Klingon tenacity, and Romulan pragmatism, we'll convince everyone here that the threat is real, and an alliance is in their best interest. But it won't be easy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I see I have another argument.
Stop squabbling.
We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat other races with respect, but this is really too much. The Malon are using our... I should be shouting. I'm up... We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat other races with respect, but this is really... The Malon claim the hierarchy are harassing them, but they're targeting our ships too. So I don't know what to believe. But there are rumors. We've always tried to be good. The Malon might not be the biggest threat, but they are the most immediate. Wait a...
Are you here to preach about responsible waste management too? You can save it. I have a commitment to my people. I don't want to talk about the hierarchy. They're nothing but trouble. That's part of the reason we're looking for new dumping grounds. I've lost... Are you here to preach about responsible waste? We don't need outsiders telling us what to do. If the Talaxian...
The Malon have resisted attempts to accept less hazardous waste management practices and continue dumping waste throughout the quadrant. The most diplomatic relations between the Malon and Talaxians are rapidly deteriorating. The Malon have accused the Talaxians of working with the Benthans could possibly pressure the Malon to return to the negotiation table.
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari are stepping up their smuggling operations, and the hierarchy's new drive for... The hierarchy's surveillance measures are the best in the quadrant. And that's left us more exposed than I would like. We're losing ship, yes. What is your... We have enough to do at the moment without getting into a dispute that doesn't concern us. The hierarchy is harassing our supply lines, and I'm convinced they're behind the...
Oh, dear.
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari are Good luck with that. The Hazari aren't interested in anything but making deals. This whole meeting is just a waste of time. What do you want? Did the Benthans make you one of their troublemakers? They make our jobs harder and easier. They watch everyone. We used to trade for information from them, but now they won't sell. If we can capture one of their ships, what do you want? Did the Benthans make you... No. We need to make a living, same as the rest of you. If the Benthans would take out the hierarchy on our borders,
we wouldn't be forced to move. What do you want? Fine. Run back to the Benthans.
Unraveling this mess could take months.
Is it? I've not been there in a couple of days.
The number of planets the hierarchy have taken outright has increased 20%.
Do I need to? Yeah, I could pop there actually. I might pop there after I've done this and do a swift daily.
Log, Stardate 87234.5. Our allies in the Kiana system have been invaded.
So another one that didn't go very well.
Damn, that was useless. The Iconians were so determined to have a hold here that they simply found this scenario isn't as catastrophic as trying to remove the Iconians.
You must excuse my husband's harsh demeanor. This has been a very trying time.
Trust my wife to be the voice of reason. Perhaps I was too hard on you. I just want to be.
Hello.
Hello.
We've been waiting for you. Our team is focusing on delaying tactics. What if Iconia had never been discovered? In 2365, Captain Donald Varley of the USS Yamato found a star. True, but if you compare the changes in Iconian technology over the past 200,000 years with what the rest of us have done in the past 2 centuries, it's obvious that the Iconian culture has stagnated while we have. The program is set for Romulan space. Because the
I think I've got a couple of those on one of my other characters. Well, look at that sort of look.
Romulus to be intact in this new reality. As such, the Romulan Star Empire should once again be a major power in the quadrant. Your role will be as an officer on a Romulan warbird.
Okay, Romulans. This always goes well. Where is he?
Ah, Sub-Commander. I'd like to test out some new security passcodes, if you would be so kind.
Why do I get...
Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Datan and the Separatists.
Yes.
They've been located near the Dewa system. Datan has been inspired by Spock's teaching. He and many others have left the homeworld and are gathered together in a flotilla somewhere near Tau Dewa. Datan and his allies have
Arthur's
made overtures of peace
yeah,
to both
Arthur's
the
dad.
Federation and the Klingons. Because of this, they have enough support that even the Tal Shiar... Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Datan and the Separatists. They've been located near the Dewa system. If I was, I wouldn't have needed you to lock the door. I intend to put Lieutenant Silan in the brig and then take... I know. I have tried to work within the system, but the system is broken and corrupt.
Where's Seaman?
Secret conversations between the commander and one of his senior officers. Tamer, you are a fool, and you will be the death of everyone on this ship.
Yeah, it's good enough, isn't it? I was watching that the film Excalibur the other night, and there's a bit in there where Merlin does hold his little wand up in the middle of everybody, and there's a light at the end of it.
I know it is a step into the unknown, but it is a step we will take together.
Very good film, that
Throw
Excalibur.
off your chains. We will join our brothers and sisters in freedom.
I wanted to let you know that I am with you and Commander Tamer. Some of my family has left Romulus to join Titan.
Not him, certainly. Certainly not him, nor her. None of them, really. So that's moderately promising.
That is the most promising simulation yet. It appears there was some merit to our hypothesis that the readings do indicate higher levels of Borg activity. But it should be an accept. The data in this simulation does show higher Borg activity than we're currently seeing. But there are no signs of Herald, Iconian, or Solanae presence at all. And while the Romulan Star Empire is restored to their former power, there is a democratic Romulan. The political calculus of the quadrant will change, but the data supports what you saw on the holodeck. No Iconians. We have solid projections. The only suggestion I have now is that you consider it in conjunction with...
This last test has the most promising results I've seen, and saving the Romulan homeworld is an added bonus. We're not going to have a lot of shots at this. I've been looking at Anorex's work, and I think it's too easy to get into a
This is difficult. It would change everything for us. We'd have our home back, but the Republic, everything... The simulation specifically mentioned Titan and a separatist movement. Commander Tamer makes the choice to join Titan, the same choice he made after the homeworld was lost. With Romulus, we could have numbers. More people who have... Make the incursion. The lives we save will be worth the work we'll have to do to reform the Republic. The Tal Shiar wasn't able to stop us the first time. They won't stop.
Okay. Let's go and do some time jiggery pokery.
Target acquired and locked. Activating weapon. Incursion complete.
It will be good to see the world of my birth again. Romulus? It's been completely assimilated.
Oops.
Yes, I think we have a problem.
No. We expected to see some Borg activity, but this can't be right.
I agree that this is unexpected, Commander, but we knew there would be anomalies. We need more information. Let's find...
The whole system can't be assimilated, can it? That is a lot of Borg.
It would seem quite Borgy.
According to these scans, the planet has been completely assimilated. Borg ships decloaking! Red alert!
First the Klingons, now the Borg. Does everyone still cloaking technology from us? So, I don't think this qualifies as a success, does it? See, I quite enjoyed when doing fleet actions. I quite enjoyed when I was doing, as an engineer or science, actually having to support other people.
I've modified some personal shield generators to shield you temporally as well.
Some people still do a little bit of it, even in those the fleet actions for the dailies for the event.
I know this place, or at least I knew this place. Before we lost the homeworld, it was a Tal Shiar complex. Most of the secrets of our empire were stored here. The controls ahead of us will unlock the bulkheads. The whole planet, all our people, they're bored.
Yeah, it seems to happen in every MMO when they get to a certain point and everything can just be like, I don't know the best way of putting it, just everything can just be DPS'd to death before you need to do any proper work. You know, they never seem to scale the runs up to take into account of all the extra DPS they give people. So nobody bothers to actually play the game, they just go DPS, DPS, DPS. Yeah. It's like a lot of the stuff in
I'll override the door controls.
In the Lord of the Rings stuff on where you used to have really good groups to do a lot of the stuff. But now even the difficult stuff, you can just go in and spank everything to death really quickly. Yeah, no need to do any, you know, support or any maneuvers or anything like that, group moves or anything.
Got it.
Be with you in a second, just picking up all the loot.
We have to find a way to make this right.
Resistance is futile.
No, it's not. See?
There. That's the access node console we need. Locked. We'll have to circumvent their security measures. Wait! Incoming board!
Oh, that's nice time to get a double spawn. Oh, very useful.
This was Romulan technology once, but it's been completely assimilated.
You will be assimilated.
Not today.
When we lost the home world, I thought that was the worst thing that could happen to us.
Nope, then you met me.
Hakiv?
You will become one with the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Is that in? Oh, Hakiv, you're very, very disappointing.
It looks like the main invasion of Romulan space occurred about 20 years ago. Something happened in the Delta Quadrant. The Borg assimilated something that...
So my cunning plan wasn't quite cunning enough. What will we do now?
get out of here. There are more than 20 Borg ships on an intercept course.
More Borg on the way.
Run away.
Borg decloaking.
Hmm? Why did they vanish? Oh, we had to resist this. I heard that.
Focus on your repairs. We will make sure the data is preserved. Data is compressed and ready. Communications ray is ready. Secure channel confirmed. Data received.
The board.
It is a great risk. Borg have a great deal of influence over the timeline. There is no time to run the simulations. Do not.
Okay.
Targeting the transwarp network.
Fire the weapon, now!
The Borg are gone. But so is Romulus.
Romulus isn't the only thing we lost. Temporal shielding is failing.
What happened?
The Borg did too much damage to the generators. If we lose the temporal shielding, we'll all reintegrate with the timeline.
We don't want
Has
that.
anything else changed?
Checking? No. The Tutarians. They're gone.
How?
I see the problem. 20 years ago, your people tried to replicate the work of the Solanae to protect themselves from the Borg. They failed.
Temporal shield is at 8%.
No, I need to restabilize the shields.
I'm downloading my personal files into the shielded core. You'll have all my research notes and everything we've recorded from this mission.
You're giving up? When the shield fails, if the Tutarians were lost in the past, then you'll be lost too.
Temporal shield is losing integrity.
Is there anything we can do?
No, we all knew the risks. I love...
So that didn't go to plan exactly. Doesn't quite meet a record of wiping out an entire planet, but it didn't go too well.
We found a temporally shielded computer core, and it shows 2 uses of the Krenim weapon. But as far as I know, the Iconians are still out there. We changed the timeline, but we didn't fix our most important... We haven't dug that far into the data yet, and it will take some in-depth investigation to catalog all of the changes. Very. But from what we've already seen, It appears the reason the weapon was fired twice was because we had to try to correct a change we made. Technology like this seems so simple, but even the smallest change can make more trouble than it solves. We have to be more cautious. Far more cautious than we've already been, I suppose. The next mistake might not be fixable. Time alteration might not be the answer. There are some problems that can't be solved with a weapon. But time travel... Look, whatever happens, it was good working with you. I hope we have the chance to do so in the future.
Cheers, Iz.
I was conducting another simulation, and all of a sudden I got an emergency call telling me to stop everything. I will be looking at whatever data we managed to save to try and determine what went wrong. Maybe we can try again after we know more.
Maybe.
It has been good to have you here, but we will have to consider if time alteration is really the best course of action. Of all the records we have of time travel, few have as drastic a result as this. Perhaps removing elements from the time stream isn't the solution we need.
I would say not.
We put so much hope into using the Crenum technology to solve our problems. Perhaps I was caught up in the possibilities and blind to the potential for disaster. We tried and we failed. But this isn't the end. We'll keep looking at the simulations as well.
I have a lot of information to analyze. The shielded core appears to have made it through the process intact, and will give us a wealth of data on the timeline and how the changes have affected it. Clearly, you made a mistake somewhere. I still feel this is the best technology available to us, but we will need minds sufficient to the task to operate it.
The implication being, of course, that my mind was not sufficient to the task. You're probably right. Yes. So that didn't go as well as we hoped.
Captain Nog tells me that the initial test of the Crenum weapon was less than promising. He says that he and his team have a great deal of data still to analyze. But I do not believe they will find much that will assist us. Removing elements from the time stream is reckless, and while our options are limited, we should not destroy ourselves in a fruitless effort to destroy the Iconians. It is time to consider all of our alternatives. The war continues, and all of our warriors are needed to fight.
Right, midnight.
One way or another, the war ends today. The Iconians are massing for a final push towards the key worlds of the Alliance. We are gathering any remaining forces to mount a defense. And perhaps, if we are fortunate, we will be able to turn back time.
Oh. This is very healy, isn't it? Very repairy. Repair your shields and repair. Yeah.
The war continues, and
okay, what have we got? Oh my word. Would you look at that? So I can't fit that with the... Ah, no, you can... It's the kinetic cutting beam that you can fit with the... with that. Not another one of those. But... I'll keep that to stick into... In fact, where's my... Hello, Azura. Why have I still got those? Salvage. Oh, lots of things. What's that one? Yeah, I can go. Yeah, don't need that, don't need that. No, no. Don't seem to be picking up any ship cracks or anything like that. The only one I've had so far was when we tried to do that duo Borg event for the healing. That was the only time I've had a ship damage. I was going to do something here. What was I going to do? These on everybody. That's cool. You can have one. Right. So is this midnight? Is this the last one in this? The last one? It is. Do I want to start that now? I don't think so actually. Because I don't want to be going for a whole lot longer, so I'll go and do a couple of bits and pieces. My Romulan thing I said I needed to do, didn't I? So let's go to Romulus and do a quick daily thing there. So I'll do. Yeah, that'll get me another couple of days worth, won't it? A little bit of botany here, a little bit of wildlife interfering. Oh, sorry to disturb you. It's the nosy scientists making me do it. Always a pleasant task, that one. Running around spraying the bugs. I think they take water in batches of 5. Is it 5 and 10? The bigger the batch, the more percentage of progress you get, obviously. I'll leave it exactly as I find it. I'm not going to prod the nanovs too hard. I won't do any probing. You can get these as pets, can't you? I'm sure I've seen somebody with one following them around. Can you not? I must have been imagining things. How many water have I got? 6. Whoa! That's not a baby nanoff. Do you think that one would mind if I went and probed it? Where's that scientist? In fact, let's take 10 just in case. Well, I've got a feeling there's 2% per thingy when you hand them in anyway, isn't it? If you do them one by one. Excellent. There's another 2 days worth of those. Right, as I say, I'm not going to go and do that one now as well. Oh, need colonists. I need those, so I can go and throw them into the nebula chains. In fact, how many have I got at the moment? So what's the second one? So you get different tribbles, don't you? Depending on what food they eat. So the more exotic the food they eat, the better the tribble you get. Or certain foods give you certain tribbles. Okay. Forward base, right, what's it need? 20 provisions, 2 communications. Cool. Excellent, so that gives me the roster. How many colonists I've got left? 2. Or none, rather. Right. I'm not going to fly around doing those. I'll do Nukara quickly, and I think after they've done the Nukara I'm going to take a break. That's 2 hours almost I've been going, or it will be, and then I might come back and finish off the midnight run, which is the end of that timeline, or the end of that story arc, and then that'll put us in a good place to carry on with the next one, which is the next timeline, isn't it? The Iconian War we finish. If we finish that off, we're already quite a way through that, actually. At least I've not jumped far ahead. sort those out. Then again, this is not a good ship for engineers anyway, so I'm not going to rejig my engineers just for this one, I don't think. Because it'll be a case of as soon as I've finished that, I'll put this away anyway. Good. Summon your friends. Going to mine any crystal. Actually, I might, since I've just cleared them out, even though I hate this mining. I think out of the three different types of doing this, the square wave's horrible, and the collecting the collecting the things, the bubbles or whatever they are that come down the track left to right. I hate that one completely. I'm rubbish at that. At least I'm only mildly useless with this one. Well, that's not a very good result though, I must admit. Oh, damn it. Oh, I should have checked that. I could have come in tomorrow and just used one kill and got out of here again, couldn't I? Ah, damn. I'll put that on somebody. Facts. Right, at that point, I'll land on Drazana. In fact, I'm not even going to land there. I'm going to stop in space. I'm going to take a break. I shall see you back here later tonight. And thanks for popping by again.